Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name's Landon, and here we play Jank. And today I am checking out Star Wars Unlimited. I used to be a Star Wars Destiny player. As proof, I still have 2 decks worth of my own creations. They were very jank. And if you want to see those decks, just let me know down in the comments. But, yikes. There we go. And so I've been wanting to check out Star Wars Unlimited. Finally, my wife and I took a little bit of a trip, drove an hour away to another game store to pick up some of those Universe's Critical Role mats, and they had Star Wars Unlimited, so I had to pick that up, and you know I'm going to make content out of it. So today's just going to be opening up the 2-player starter, and then I'm going to sit down and play it, and I might come back and do a review of it, or I might just leave it at that. Let me know if you want me to do a follow-up for Spark of Rebellion, the 2-player starter. So let's go ahead and get this open, right? So I've heard that their packaging has come a long way. Now I'm seeing a perforated thing there and up here, but this is already so loose, right? So do we just tear it open? I'm gonna just tear it open. So sorry if that hurts any of you. It kind of hurts me, you know? Oh, that slid out so nice. Everything's out. Absolutely everything. That was perfect. That was beautiful. Trash. Alright, so we have a Luke Skywalker deck here and a Darth Vader deck. I like the paper. I've heard that more companies are trying to do the paper, minimize plastic, and I think we should applaud anyone that tries to do that, right? So, FFG, congratulations. You're doing good. So here we go. We've got 2 folded deck boxes. That's pretty awesome. They look thick enough for sleeves, too, which is impressive. Let's go ahead and try this out, right? If we put the whole deck in there, plenty of space for sleeves. That is actually really cool. I'm glad they did that. Even the Pokemon ones are usually just big enough for the deck, not for the deck with sleeves. So thank you, FFG, for that as well. Let's see. I'm actually still a big fan of FFG. I played Marvel Champions a lot. As well, I also have the Lord of the Rings card game and the Arkham Horror card game. Arkham Horror doesn't get played nearly as much as Marvel Champions. Marvel Champions is just so easy to jump into, and I'm hoping this will be easy to jump into as well. So here we've got some tokens. We've got some damage tokens, it looks like. I don't know what that is. It doesn't explain it. And then there's this, which I'm assuming is some sort of coin flip, or maybe it just marks the center of the board, and then you know which side is space and which side is land, which is the most interesting part to me for this. So here we go. We've got a keyword glossary right on the back. Very nice. As far as it goes, oh, I guess that big one is actually the initiative counter. Interesting. And then this is an epic action counter. Gotcha. Right away it explains everything. That's so cool. Winning the game, each base starts the game with 30 HP, and I believe that will change with different bases, but this is just the 2-player starter. If you deal enough damage to the enemy base to reduce it to 0 HP, you win the game. Awesome. It doesn't mention anything about deck out, so are there no deck out rules? That would be, you know, interesting. But let's... Oh, wait. We got 2 play mats here? So they didn't just do 1, they did 2? Wow, that's really big. Is it a poster on one side and yeah, so it's poster on one side, and then it's a mat on the other side. So the biggest issue that I have seen for this is, you know, if you're not playing with these mats, how do you determine which side is space and which side is ground for both you and your opponent, right? So if you have space, let's say on your left, your opponent's going to have space on their right. If you have ground on your right, your opponent's going to have ground on the left, right? So you have to signify which side is space and which side is ground, and you're not going to have the same side every time. So it's going to be something where like you've got to change how like the way you see the field, because I know with other card games like Pokemon, I get so used to, well, this goes here, that goes there, this goes there. Everything has a space and it doesn't change. The only thing I can think of really is stadiums, but I always put those on my left, right? Like, I always put them on the left, turn sideways. That's how I was taught doing it. I guess it's not technically supposed to go that way, especially with some of those XY stadiums, but I do, whatever. Let's move on, right? Let's get into the actual cards, right? So, but anyways, I think this game's going to be really fun. I've heard great things about it, although my initial thought is it's another Magic clone. And what I mean by that is the mana system is just a Magic clone, except every card is mana. Like, I get it. Everyone hates mana because you can get mana flooded. But you know what I hate? Not playing my cards, right? So One Piece at least, like, you get Dawn for your mana instead. So it's a little bit better that way. But also, I felt like it was very flat experience of big number win, which I get is kind of Bandai's thing with all of their card games. But I just found Digimon to be a little bit more unique with the way that they did things. Where this, I feel like they're doing everything the most, like, they're doing all the generic things the best way they can. But they're just all sounding so generic. Now, it does also borrow from Star Wars Destiny in the fact that there's no interrupts. I do one thing, you do one thing. I do one thing, you do one thing. And we just go back and forth, right? And there's an initiative token. So as an action, you can grab the initiative token instead of doing other things. But grabbing that initiative token means you don't do anything, I think. I don't think you can, like, grab as your first thing and then continue to play, right? I think grabbing that signifies you are not making any more moves. And so you do run into situations where, well, I ran out of everything I could do, but my opponent has tons of things to still do, so they're going to still go. So action economy is very important. So anyways, Luke Skywalker, double-sided cards. You're going to want to get a clear sleeve for this so you don't have to constantly take it out, flip, and put it back in, right? But Luke Skywalker has blue and white, and then yellow for a base. Now, the cool thing is that you can play any typing, but if the card's typing doesn't match, I believe these three, or it might just be these two, I forget. But then how's the base different? I don't know. But you know what I mean? So if it doesn't match these colors, then you have to pay 2 extra. But you can still play it, which I think is interesting compared to, other card games. We got R2. That's awesome. Love that. I do like the experience. I guess this is just tokens, though. Experience, learned, shield, armor. That's pretty cool. So +1/+1. Okay. So we got the cost in the upper corner. Here, I need to bring this up. We got the cost up here. We got the type below that. We've got power and health, I assume. I also assume that's similar to Star Wars Destiny because of all these damage tokens. It's not like Magic where everything heals up at the end of your turn. No, you've got to track that damage moving forward, which I always preferred that. With Magic, everything heals at the end of the turn. It always feels kind of lame when you you just barely miss a KO and, you're punished. So I'm looking forward to playing this. Lots of white, some blue, and some yellow splashed in. So maybe it is these 3 colors combined. It would be nice, though, if there was some sort of situation where instead of you pay 2 extra, let's say you have one of those colors, you pay 1 less. And so if you matched a base to one of your character colors, then you would pay 2 less for those. That would be interesting, right? But anyways, that's for a different game, I guess, because this is how Star Wars is doing it. So yeah, we've got we got Leia, nice. We see the classic FFG unique icon there, the diamond, so you can only have one of those in play. Questions if it's both players can only have one, like I can have one and you can have one, or if you play that same card, do you destroy mine? Because that's also a thing. So yeah, but Vanquish, that does not look like. Oh well, I guess light side. You know, defeat non-leader unit, and it's an image of Darth Vader throwing Emperor Palpatine, who Emperor Palpatine would be what I would consider a leader, right? But I get it, right? So Waylay. Do you guys want me to go through all this? Maybe you do. Return a non-leader unit to its owner's hand. Interesting. I wonder, yeah. Return non-leader unit. Yeah, so your leader unit is just this guy. I don't think you can have multiple leaders in a deck. I wonder. No. Okay. Probably with Leia. No. Yeah, didn't think so. Okay. So there's probably like special leader cards for everyone where like I won't go much into it. Let's just look at Surprise Strike. Attack with a unit. Attack with a unit. It gets +3/+0 for this attack. You can only attack with a ready friendly unit. Okay, not bad. I like that. Surprise Strike, definitely. Asteroid Sanctuary. Exhaust an enemy unit. Give a shield token to a friendly unit that costs 3 or less. Yes, 3 or less. Give a shield token to a friendly unit. Okay. So these are events. You can see event in that top corner there. Then shoot first. Of course, Han did shoot first. Come on, camera. Attack with a unit. It gets +1/+0 for this attack and deals its combat damage before the defender. You can only attack with a friendly unit. If the defender is defeated, it deals no combat damage to the attacker. Okay, so it's like First Strike in Magic. Gotcha. Repair. Heal 3 damage from a unit or base. Nice. Healing 3 from your base is going to be huge, I think. From a unit, it could be big, but I don't know. Luke's lightsaber, but I thought it was Anakin's lightsaber that was handed down to Luke. Attached to a non-vehicle. Oh, it says upgrade, so just to clarify that. Attached to a non-vehicle unit. When played, if attached unit is Luke Skywalker, heal all damage from him and give a shield token to him. And that's a +3/+1 for only a 2 cost. Holy cow, that is a lot. That is huge. We get 3 of those. Is a playset 3 in this game? I've been really enjoying seeing 3 as playsets. An odd number, just, it's a little bit exciting for me. So that's huge for a 2 cost. It does have blue and white, so I wonder if you only had blue and you didn't have white, if you'd still have to pay the 2 extra, or if it's a either or situation, right? So a white character could do it, or a blue character, even if they're not white and blue, right? So Resilient. Looks like it's an upgrade that just gives +3. Pretty nice. Han Solo. Han. Or Han. As Lando Calrissian calls it. So 7 costs. This guy is gonna be pretty expensive, but we can see ground right there as well, because this is a ground unit, not a space unit. I get it. Ambush. After you play this unit, it may ready and attack an enemy. So I believe when you play cards, they do, or when you play like characters like this, a unit, they do come out exhausted. I could be wrong. While attacking, this unit deals combat damage before the defender. Nice. So similar to the shot first event, this is shot first, but on the ability. I wonder why it's not just first strike, or shot first would be a great keyword. I think shoot first. I think that would be great. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Here we go. Cost 6. We got 4/6. So another high cost unit. Sentinel. Here. Sentinel. Units in this area can't attack your non-sentinel units or your base. Units in this area being ground. Okay. Can't attack your non-sentinel units or your base. So, your opponent can't attack your non-sentinel units. They have to attack your sentinel units before they can attack your non-sentinel or your base. Okay. And then also, when defeated, give 2 experience tokens to another friendly unit. If it has force unit, if it's a force unit, draw a card. Man, that is not showing up very clearly on my camera. I don't know why. Sorry about that. We got Vigilant Honor Guards, 5 cost. We got 4/6, and while this unit is undamaged, it gains Sentinel. Cool. I like it. Chewie. My mom just got a dog, named it Chewie, after Chewbacca. So, yeah, this is awesome. We got Chewie. 5 costs here. A ground unit. 3/6 with Sentinel. When this unit is attacked, ready him. Oh, wow. That's crazy. So if you're like Chewbacca versus Chewbacca, you can just keep standing up and punching the other Chewbacca, and then they stand up and punch you, and then you stand up and punch them, and that would be hilarious. Snow Speeder. So we got a ground unit here. Surprised it's ground, but it makes sense with the movie. But I thought these speeders could go into space too. Maybe not. Is that why they had to switch to X-Wings? I don't know. Ambush, nice. And on attack, exhaust an enemy vehicle ground unit. No, okay. So when you attack, you can exhaust one of their vehicle ground units. I believe that... So the way I understand this, I could be wrong because I don't know the game very well, but I believe that means you can't attack that unit that you're exhausting. I could be wrong though. All right, so General Dudana. He's a 4 cost, 4/4. That's not bad. Other friendly rebel units gain +1/+1. Okay. Other meaning not him, but you know, still that's cool. Am I the only one that actually really likes this art? I've heard nothing but bad things about the art, but I'm actually really liking it. I don't know. I like cel-shaded stuff. I don't know how to say that. A Liberator gunship. 4 cost, 3/4, ambush. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. I'm surprised we're getting so many unique cards, you know? Consular Security Force. Costs 4. It's a 3/7. 7? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hey, we got a couple duplicates there. Okay, maybe this will speed up. System Patrol Craft. A 4 cost for a 3/4 with Sentinel. Not bad. In space, too. Cloud City Wingguard. It's a 3 cost, a 2/4, Sentinel. Ground unit. Hey, we got Yoda. A 3 cost for a 2/4, Restore 2. What does that mean? Restore 2. When this unit attacks, heal 2 damage from your base. That's not bad. But when he attacks with only a 2 attack, that's not great. When defeated, choose any number of players. They each draw a card. I would choose 1 player, being me. That sounds weird. But I wonder if that means this game's multiplayer friendly, like more than just 2-player friendly. I don't know. Wing Leader, 3 cost, 2/1. When played, give 2 experience tokens to another friendly rebel unit. Okay, nice. Fleet Lieutenant, 3 cost for a 3/3. When played, you may attack with a unit. If it's a rebel unit, it gets +2/+0 for this attack. Nice. You can only attack with a ready friendly unit. Yeah. We got another one and another one. So now we got Rogue Operative, 3 cost, 2/4 with Saboteur. When this unit attacks, ignore Sentinel and defeat the defender's shields. Defeat the defender's shield. When this unit attacks, ignore Sentinel and defeat the defender's shield. So you like remove the shields before you attack, sort of thing. And then raid 2, this unit gets +2/+0 while attacking. But while defending, it's only a 2/4. So that's, yeah. Okay. We're back to Leia Organa here. 2 cost for a 2/2. When played, either ready a resource or exhaust a unit. That's cool. It can exhaust your opponent's units, or you can ready a resource, making her basically a 1 cost. That's pretty cool. Restored Arc 170. Here we go. Space unit costing 2 for a 2/3. Restore 1 when this unit attacks. Heal 1 damage from your base. I like it. Another one. And here we go. Rebel Pathfinder. 2 cost, 2/3. Saboteur. C3PO. 2 cost, 1 attack, 4 health or whatever, I think. It's a 1/4. When played / on attack. So it's both when played or when it's attacking. Choose a number, then look at the top card of your deck. If its cost is the chosen number, you may reveal and draw it. Otherwise, leave it on top of your deck. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, just, I don't know, 2. It's a 3 cost. But it bugs me that's an on attack ability. Like, on played, sure, but on attack, when he's got 1 attack, like, what the heck, right? I doubt it's going to be that big of a deal, but I mean, we do have a lot of 2 and 3 costs, so I'd probably say 2, mathematically wise. Then we got the Alliance X-Wing, 2 cost, 2/3 space unit. And R2-D2. Let's finish off with R2-D2. Well, that's not actually the last one. 1 cost, 1/4 when played on attack. Look at the top card of your deck. You may put it on the bottom of your deck. So R2 lets you look at the top card. C3PO lets you play that card, right? No, draw that card. You may reveal and draw it. Okay, good thing they have that reveal thing. But yeah, you draw that card. Okay, I like that 1/2 combo, but it's not, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. And then our last unit, which is, of course, the one on top, is 2/1B Surgical Droid. 1 cost, 1/3 on attack. You may heal 2 damage from another unit. Okay. On attack. Like, it's a 1 attack. That bugs me. I'm sorry, but it bugs me. Alright, so let's put this deck away. Right in this Luke box. Now I'm going to have to get some sleeves. I don't think I've got like the right type of sleeves, you know what I mean? Alright. Vader time. Let's see how Vader is. I didn't even go over Luke, did I? Luke. Let's talk about Luke, right? So Luke is your leader, and for, let's see, gives a blue-white for your deck, right? Action. You pay 1 and exhaust Luke, and you give a shield token to a white unit you played this phase. Okay, that seems very limiting, because, like, it has to be a unit you played this turn. It costs 1 and exhausting Luke, which I don't know if exhausting Luke is that big of a deal. But there is the epic action. If you control 6 or more resources, you can deploy this leader. Flip him, ready him, and move him to the ground area. You flip him, and it says he's a 6 cost. I'm assuming you don't have to pay for that. Maybe that's like if you want to play this card without it being your leader, maybe you can do that. I don't know. But it's a 4/7 on attack. You may give another unit a shield token. That's not bad. Do you have to pay the 6? Because, like, it is, you have to have 6 or more resources. I would doubt it. That would seem like a really high cost for not much gain, because it's your epic action. You can only do it once, right? So, Darth Vader, though, let's compare and contrast. Giving red black, like you'd expect, one action, one cost and tap. If you played a black card this phase, deal 1 damage to a unit and 1 damage to a base, assuming not yours. But you do have to deal 1 damage to a unit. So if they don't have a unit, maybe it's worth it, right? I don't know. Just to get that 1 damage on their base. Epic action, if you control 7 or more resources, deploy this leader, meaning he's going to be harder to get out than Luke Skywalker, just by 1 resource though. 7 cost, 5, 8 on attack, you may deal 2 damage to a unit. Doesn't have to be the attacking unit, it seems, so that's pretty cool. I like it. I like how aggressive Darth Vader is. And then we've also got the command center with 30 HP. And giving green for the deck. So the deck is red, black, green. Not bad. Not bad. We got shield tokens. We got experience tokens. Let's put those off to the side. And let's start from the top, right? The TIE/LN fighter. The TIE fighter, yeah. 1 cost, 2/1 for space. Alright. For space unit. Death Star Stormtrooper. 1 cost, 3/1 ground unit. Yep, and we've got 3 copies of those. Admiral Ozzel. 2 cost, 2/3 action. Play an Imperial unit from your hand. Paying its cost, it enters play ready. Each opponent may ready a unit. I don't like that each opponent may ready a unit. You have to exhaust this guy to play a unit, and then they get to ready it. As the only time I would want to use that ability, unless I really need a better attacker, would be when they have all their units ready, right? So, I don't know. Not loving Admiral Ozzel. First Legion Stormtrooper. Ooh. 2 cost, 2/3. While attacking a damaged unit, this unit gets +2/+0 and gains Overwhelm. Deal excess damage to the opponent's base. Okay, so that's just overkill or whatever it's called. Trample. Admiral Mati? Is that his name? Mati? 2 cost, 1/1. When defeated, you may ready a black unit. Okay. So, I mean, not great. I mean, he's going to get defeated super easily. Barely an inconvenience. Stormtrooper Lieutenant, a 2 cost, 2/2. When played, you may attack with a unit. If it's an Imperial unit, it gets +2/+0 for this attack. You can only attack with a ready unit. Yeah. We get 2 of those. Viper Probe Droid, 2 cost, 3/2. When played, look at an opponent's hand. Alright. I mean, hand knowledge can be very important. Admiral Petty? Admiral Pite? 2 cost, 1/4. Each friendly non-leader unit that costs 6 or more gains ambush. 6 or more? Jeez. After you play that unit, it may ready and attack an enemy unit. So, wait. I'm a little confused with ambush. If it's you may play it and then ready it. So, is it only cards I have that when I play that are 6 or more, they get ambush, or is it everyone on the field gains ambush, meaning they can ready even though I haven't played them? Might have to give rules explanation for that one. Super Laser Technician. 3 cost, 2/1. When defeated, you may put this unit into play as a resource and ready it. I love it. I love it, honestly. Like, go ahead, destroy my Super Laser Technician because they'll just become more powerful than you can imagine by becoming a resource, and that resource can pay for things, and it's resource acceleration as like, okay, it's a 3 cost. Use my 3 resources. I play my Super Laser Technician. Oh, you KO. Well, now it's 4 resources. Like that. That just seems really good. Cell Block Guard. 3 cost, 3/3 with Sentinel. Nice. And we get how many of these? 3. Nice. General Veers. 3 costs, 3/3. Other friendly Imperial units get +1/+1. Alright. Grand Moff Tarkin. 4 cost, 2/3. When played, search the top 5 cards of your deck for up to 2 Imperial cards, reveal them, and draw them. Put the other cards on the bottom of your deck in a random order. That is so good. Holy cow. That is so good. Yeah, you've got 3 of those because you're going to want to be playing that a lot. Just card draw right there. Beautiful. Imperial Interceptor. A 4 cost, 3/2. When played, you may deal 3 damage to a space unit. I like the dealing damage more than I like the healing damage. Healing usually just is not good in these types of games. In any type of war game, healing is generally not that great. TIE Advanced, 4 cost, 3/2. When played, give 2 experience tokens to another friendly Imperial unit. Alright, so 2 experience tokens. Yeah, I like it. You just gotta have that other unit, you know. ATST, 6 cost, 6/7. Overwhelm. Yeah, I would say that is overwhelming. We get 2 of those. Gladiator Star Destroyer. 6 cost, 5/6. When played, give a unit Sentinel for this phase. Maybe just give it to itself. Blizzard Assault at 8 cost, 9/9. Holy cow. When this unit attacks and defeats a unit, you may deal the excess damage from this attack to an enemy ground unit, not the base. If it was the base, it would just be the keyword, but it's not. It's to an enemy ground unit. Emperor Palpatine, 8 cost, 6/6. It's got Overwhelm, and when played, deal 6 damage divided as you choose among enemy units. Like indirect damage. Why didn't they just do indirect damage? I really like that. 9 cost, Relentless, 8/8. The first event played by each opponent each round loses all abilities? That is terrible. That is so powerful. That's crazy. 2 costs, Vader's Lightsaber. Attach to a non-vehicle unit. When played, if attached unit is Darth Vader, you may deal 4 damage to a ground unit. I like it. Yeah, so healing generally is not as good as as just dealing damage. But we'll have to see. Here we go. We got a 1 cost recruit event. Search the top 5 cards of your deck for a unit, reveal it, draw it, put the other cards on the bottom in a random order. Force Choke, 2 cost. If you control a force unit, this event costs 1 less to play. Deal 5 damage to a non-vehicle unit. That unit's controller draws a card. Alright. Resupply. Oh, nice. Rebels. Harrison, Syndulla, and Sabine Wren. So 3 cost resupply, put this event into play as a resource exhausted. So it's resource acceleration, but because it comes in exhausted, it's still quite hefty of a price. Open Fire, 3 cost, deal 4 damage to a unit. I like it. We got 3 copies of that. Nice. I Am Your Father, 3 cost, deal 7 damage to an enemy unit unless its controller says no. If they do, draw 3 cards. Wait. What? If they say no, you draw 3 cards? Why would they not say no, right? Like, is card advantage that big of a deal? Holy cow, apparently they think so. Yeah, so that's just a draw, pay 3, draw 3. I'm not sure if that is the greatest. Like, it's not bad. It's not bad. Maximum firepower. It depends on how the card draw works. Um, a friendly Imperial unit deals damage equal to its power to a unit. Then another friendly Imperial unit deals damage equal to its power to the same unit. Okay, so just like two units deal their damage to a one of your opponent's units. Got it. 5 costs overwhelming barrage. Give a friendly unit +2/+2 for this phase. Then it deals damage equal to its power divided as you choose among any number of other units. That could be pretty strong. And that is the Vader deck. Holy cow. My throat. I did not expect it to take that long, but it seems like 50 card decks. I'm going to have to go through the rules a little bit more. And yeah, let me know down in the comments if you have played Star Wars Unlimited, what your thoughts are, and if you want me to do a follow-up video after I've played a few games, whether or not I'm enjoying it. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead, do the YouTube things, like, subscribe, smash a bell, I don't know. Join the Discord as well, where we've got a great growing community of TCG players, especially Pokemon players, because, yeah, that's why I cover a lot. Pokemon shirt. And, of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.